Hi, everyone. I'm Olga Villaverde. Just one day after a New York grand jury decided not to charge a white police officer in the chokehold death of a black suspect, President Obama says he'll work with leaders to restore faith in the criminal justice system.
Too many Americans feel deep unfairness when it comes to the gap between our professed ideals and how laws are applied on a day-to-day basis.
Eric Garner was killed back in July when police used a chokehold during an arrest. The grand jury's decision to not indict Officer Daniel Pantaleo sparked protests from New York all the way to the West Coast. The NYPD says about 60 people were arrested last night. Several protesters pushed through barricades during the tree lighting ceremony at Rockefeller Center. Now, the president of the National Urban League says the lack of indictment in the case defies common sense.
The plain eyes of the world got an opportunity to see that interaction. And now a man, a father of 6, is dead.
About 20 civil rights leaders met behind closed doors today. The president of the Urban League says they want the year 2015 to be a year for justice and jobs. Meanwhile, the New York Police Union is praising the decision of the grand jury.
We'd like to start by thanking the jurors and the grand jury in Staten Island for sitting at a table similar to this and making decisions based on the facts that were presented at that table.
A Staten Island judge will release portions of evidence heard by the secret grand jury after a district attorney filed a request for the information to be made public. The House has passed a bill to block President Obama's latest immigration order. Now, House Speaker John Boehner says the Senate should take that bill and pass it too.
For the outgoing Senate Democrat majority, to do anything less would be an act of monumental arrogance. The American people elected us to heed their will, not to the bow to the whims of a White House that regards the legislative process established by the Constitution as little more than a nuisance.
The White House is threatening to veto the bill, and President Obama says failure to act on immigration hurts the economy and endangers American communities. Police in Abu Dhabi arrest a woman suspected of killing an American. Authorities raided the suspect's home today. They believe she stabbed and killed a 37-year-old mother of 2 in a shopping mall bathroom. Officials say the suspect also planted a bomb outside an American doctor's home. And in Yemen, Al-Qaeda threatens to kill an American hostage. In just a released video here, 33-year-old photojournalist Luke Summers says he's certain his life is in danger. And finally, NASA says today's launch of the Orion spacecraft is not going to happen, and we'll keep you posted on that launch tomorrow. And that's your Newsmax Now update. More coming your way in about 30 minutes. We'll see you then.
Roger.